Hi, I am Ganeshwar and talking to you about geometric sequence and its sum. Here I will not elaborate much of the geometric sequence and their sum. This I am discussing to build up the concept of exponential functions, which is the topic for this series of videos on exponential functions. Now, in nature we observe a number of phenomena which can be explained only by exponential functions like bacterial growth, radioactive decay, compound interest problems, and number of other phenomena in nature. So those I will discuss, elaborate later. For the time being, I talk of geometric sequence. Now you see here, if suppose a virus infects people and every person infects 2 persons only, and suppose each day the next 2 are infected. Now day 1 person, day 2 person infected, day 3 4 person, because he infects 2, day 3 is this, and day 4 here is each one infects 2, so you can just simply see this is 8. And if I want to count the previous ones as well, so here what will happen, you see here is the second day 2, but the previous day's one is also added, so I am adding this. So adding this value, adding, so previous value get added up. Now here you see day 2, particular on day 2 are 2 only, but by adding the previous one it becomes 3. Previous one up till here is 3, and then the third day there are 4, so 4 plus previous day is 3 added up becomes 7. This is cumulative. Now these two things I am going to discuss in this class only and generalizing them. So this idea is nth terms and sum to n terms. So here I can suppose third term and sum to 3 terms, like that. Fourth term this one, and sum to 4 terms this one. This is sum, this is nth term. So now to explain that in a general way, I pick up first term as a1, second term as a1r, because instead of doubling it is now r times. Instead of doubling, now it is r times. So its r times is a1r square. Third term this one, and if corresponding to this, a1 is 1, r is 2, so this will become 4. So the third term is 4. Okay. Now in this way, nth term will be this. How? Because pattern you see, 4 for 4 this is 3, for 3 this is 2. So nth this is n minus 1. So this I get the formula for nth term of a GP. Now I talk of sum to n terms. I add up this. So I add up this, and then I multiply by r throughout left and right, and then write it here RSM, but here I just shift it, bring it here. So a1r written here, a1r square, because I multiply by r, a1r square here, and in the same way a1rn minus 1 multiply by r, it will become a1rn. Then subtract. So when you subtract, it will become 1 minus r sn, and then a1 as it is, this 0, because they cancel out, and only this is left. This is minus a1 rn, and then a1 I can take common, 1 minus rn left, and this 1 minus r I bring it down, and this gives me the sum to n terms of a GP. This is nth term, this sum to n terms of a GP. I may write it this way as well. Now, here you see in the beginning it looks very small, very small values. Viral infection on the 4th day, people will think it is nothing. But what will happen on the 32nd day? 32nd day, n term will become this. 32nd day, it will become this. So, this is a, see you see, 2 billion, very large, and then 64 will become very large. And sum to n terms, cumulative values on 32 days, first 32 days, it becomes this much number. 64 days, this becomes this number. See the number, zillions, very large. And now, I just tell you that if I change that, if one person infects 3 people, each one infects 3 now. So what will happen? This is 1, first it is 1, and then it becomes 3, that term, nth term, this is nth term, this is sum to n term, the same way, but here is 3, r is 3, a1 is 1 only, starting with 1. So 1, 3, 9, etc. in this way. So if in this way I count, A32 will come out to be this amount, very large than that, because the person infects 3 people. In the same way, sum to 32 days, it will become extremely large, larger than this value. And this, I may just plot a graph of all this. So if I plot a graph, now you see, for this particular case, one day, first day, I am talking this graph as nth term. This graph as for sum to n terms. Nth term graph is, an is 2 and minus 1. Why? Because a is 1, see here, a1 is 1, r is 2, 2 power n minus 1, 2 power n minus, so this is 2 power n minus 1. If I put these values, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 8, like that. But sum to n terms values will be taken from this graph, from this function. From this, a1 is 1, 1 minus 2 power. So instead of this, I use this formula. 1, 2 power n minus 1, 2 minus 1. So 2 power n minus 1 is the formula. From here, I write it here, this one, as n 2 power n minus 1. So if I plot this way, 1, 1, 2, it will become 4 minus 1, 3, 3. Then 3, it becomes like this, 7. And in this way, this one is being plotted here. So when 32nd day reaches, it becomes very large. You see the number. And there goes a story that it is a chessboard, and a smart courtier befooled a king by asking a simple looking price. When the king was very happy from the courtier, and he told that you demand any price, I will grant you. And he just told that, sir, please give me 1 grain of rice for the first day, this 64 days. So first day, 1 grain, second day, 2 grain, double the amount, third day, double the amount, the same thing, analogous. And on 32 days, you have seen the enormity. On 32nd day, whatever number I have put the same numbers. And here you see for 32 days total sum, if I write 1 grain weighs 25 mg, then the total rice here, this one, not this one, total rice is this many grains, and per grain 25 mg, then total grains weight becomes nearly 107 tons. And king thought it is manageable, not a big problem. But as soon as it reached the 64 squares, it was a very difficult problem. See the problem faced by king now. You see, here it became this many tons according to the same way. So this many tons. So this was the weight of this rice. So it became this many tons. So this many billions rather is a very large amount. So this just went beyond the capability to produce on the whole earth as well. So king had to face the defeat about his concept. Now, this was a old story relating to the same thing, and viral infection also just becomes amazingly large, and common persons don't understand this because our brain is accustomed to, rather we can say evolved to, the way of thinking in a linear way, and it doesn't understand that after a few days it grows very very large, exponential growth. So exponential growth, we are not habitual of thinking in that way, but you see the problems faced due to not understanding exponential growth. So with this I finish with the basic idea about the geometric progression and building upon the concept of exponential. I just give one hint to for the next class. I will from here, when I further plug in the values, I should say that if I count all the real numbers, actually here I have counted only the discrete values. So discrete 1, 2, 3. So natural numbers only. In between I am not counting. It is not possible. I am counting the day end. Day end is 1. Day end is this 2. Day end is this 4, and like that. In between values I am not doing. But for the rigorousness in mathematics, to go to the domain of exponential functions, I have to plug in the for all real numbers. When I put all real numbers, it will become a continuous curve. Here it is a not a continuous. This is only these values. Dotted, I have just shown that here I will fill up later. The dots mean nothing here. Dot is just to convey to you that these are dots on exponential curves. So these are exponential curves, but there only these dots, D is not in between. Only these dots we have to, this circle dots only we have to think for these two things. So they represent the graphical way to represent exponential, the geometric sequence and their sums values on for these values only, not in between. So in between when we plug in, this will become 2 power x minus 1, fx 2 power x minus 1, which I am not talking at present. This is the topic for the next thing, that is general exponential functions, and later we will talk about specific exponential functions as well, and we will talk about the idea of number e as well. So this mathematics, represents the rigorous way to express nature, and mathematics will very beautifully thrill you with its rigor. Thank you.